So you want to make your film and you are trying to draw out a budget for your film, but you don't know how to allocate all of the money on your film budget. So you don't know how much crew you would need, or you don't know how much you would need for lighting, or you don't know how much you would need for sound, or how much you would need for all of the additional equipment and everything else. Well, don't stress, because in this video I'm going to be clearing up all of that mess for you to help you and to give you everything you need so you can draw out your own film budgets yourself. So then you won't need to pay lots of money to someone else to do it for you, because after watching this video, you will know how to do it. Also, if you like to get free tips on how you can successfully raise funding for your film, and you'd like to get other free general filmmaking advice, then subscribe to this YouTube channel, because I'm constantly posting content that will help you with your filmmaking journey. Hello people, Jordan Bunton-Williams here, and I'm the founder of 100 Day Film Financing, and today we're going to be talking about film budgeting. So how do you draw out a budget for your film so you can calculate how much it will cost to actually shoot the film? And if you stick around until the end of this video, I will also give you access to a done-for-you film budget template which has all of the key crew members that you will need to produce your film, and it also has recommendations on the individual rates that you'll need to pay each person to attract good talent. So all you will need to do is make small little edits and changes to the budget template depending on the budget that you have available for your film. Alright, so let's jump straight in. So let's start with the people that you will need. So of course you're going to need a cast and crew, right? So working out the cast members that you will need is pretty simple, right? All you need to do is just read the script, look at how many characters are in the film, and then cast different actors to play those different characters. Pretty simple, right? But when it comes to figuring out what crew members you will need, that's where some filmmakers get stuck. It's where I got stuck a few years ago when I was first starting out. So not all filmmakers, but some filmmakers will get stuck at this point, and this will be helpful for you. So obviously the crew members that you will need will vary depending on the film that you are working on. So in this video, I just want to keep things simple and just go over the basics, just to make this a lot more universal so everyone can get value from this. So I'm only going to cover the key bread and butter essential crew members that you will almost definitely need on the actual film set if you are making a low budget short film. So the key people that you will need are the producer, director, writer, DOP, first AD, first AC, second AC, DIT, sound recordist, boom op, production designer, art director, gaffer, runner or runners, hair and makeup, costume designer, script supervisor, and behind the scenes photographer and / videographer. Now, just quickly, I know that some people would argue that a behind the scenes videographer is not an essential crew member. However, this is something that I would still include on this list, because having behind the scenes footage of your film will always help to drum up interest when you are releasing and promoting your film. Also, all of those job roles that I just mentioned, if you don't know what all of those people do, then I also have another video that covers each individual job role, telling you exactly what they do and why each individual person is so important to the whole film production. So after watching this video, go and watch that video to find out exactly what each individual person does. And the link to that video will be in the description below. And I am aware that I have left some job roles off this list. So before some of you start going crazy in the comments saying,
"Oh, well, Jordan, you actually forgot to mention the location scout and the casting director and the shaman,
I just want to say that I haven't included some of those job roles on this list, because when people are just starting out and they are working with a very tight budget, which most people are, it would sometimes be more prudent to just handle some of the, location scouting and casting yourself. And this will just help to save on the additional cost of having to hire more people. So the list of crew members that I just mentioned, those are the key people that you will almost definitely need on set if you want to have a smooth running film production. Now, the next thing is, how many days would you need these people for? Because obviously the more days you need them for, the more money you will have to spend. So again, this will always be different depending on your script and your film. So these are just rough guidelines that I'm giving you. So on a typical day of filming, you should be able to get through roughly 3 to 4 pages worth of script. So let's say, for example, you have an 8-page short film script. You should be able to shoot that short film in roughly 2 days. Makes sense, right? But just note that this guideline only applies if your script has been formatted in the right way. So industry standard formatting. So if you don't know how to format your script, then there is also a link in the description which will give you access to a completely free information pack with instructions on how to format your script the right way. Alright, now little pro tip for you here. Let's say you only have enough money for a 2-day shoot, but you have a 10-page script. So you would either have to trim the script down to 8 pages so you can shoot it in 2 days, so 4 pages a day. But the problem with that is you might have to sacrifice some key important moments of your film. So alternatively, if you want to keep all 10 pages and you want to work out a way of shooting those 10 pages in just 2 days, then what you could do is roughly 1 week before you actually start shooting the film, if you have already confirmed your shooting locations, then you could just book a rehearsal room with your actors, your director and your DOP and just design the room the exact same way it will be on the location. So then in your rehearsal, you can just block out your scene and tell your actors exactly where they'll need to be at each point and shoot the film on your iPhone in the rehearsal. So then when you get around to shooting the actual film on the day, everyone will already know exactly what they're doing. So the actors will already know the blocking for the scenes, the director and the DOP will know exactly what shots they need to get because you've already shot the film in rehearsal on your iPhone. And this will just help the whole production to move so much more swiftly, because instead of spending a whole hour on just one scene, doing about 10 takes, you might be able to just get everything you want in just 2 takes because everyone already knows exactly what they're doing. And lastly, how much money would you need to pay people and how much money would you need to set aside for, lighting and location hire and camera equipment and everything else? Well, that is where my free done for you film budget template comes in handy. So of course, like I said, every film budget will be different, but the free film budget template that I have for you will at least give you some guideline numbers on how much you would need to set aside for each department. And there are also rough recommendations on how much you would need to pay each person in order to attract good, high quality crew members to work on your film. So go and claim your free film budget template. The link is in the description below. And you can also edit this template as well, by the way. So you can edit the templates to fit the budget that you have for your film. Okay, so this video took a lot of planning on my side because I want to make sure that I'm explaining everything in an easy to understand way, and I want to make sure that I'm giving as much value to you as possible and to save you money, because if you were to pay someone else to do your film budget for you, they would charge you hundreds, sometimes over £1,000 or dollars. So if you got any value from this video at all, just click the like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to this YouTube channel because I'm constantly posting content that will help you. And just lastly, before I go, one more thing. If you have a film you want to make and you don't have any funding for the film and you're trying to raise funding, then I also have a completely free 1-hour masterclass where I share with you some secret tips and strategies that you can use right now, today, to start successfully raising funding for your films. So to get instant access to that masterclass right now, just click the link in the description section or just go to 100dayfilmfinancing.com and you'll be able to watch that masterclass right now. So that's it, and I will see you on the next video.